What's going on, everyone? It's time for another Christmas horror film review. This one's sort of like a slasher horror comedy. It's called Jack Frost. It was released November 18th, 1997. It was directed by Michael Cooney, who would go on to do Jack Frost 2, Revenge of the Mutated Killer Snowman, The Eye Inside, Shelter, and he even went on to do a bigger film called Identity. So yeah, Jack Frost. Well, there's a convicted killer being transported to a prison around Christmas time in a blizzard, and the vehicle carrying him loses control and smashes into this like tanker with this mutagen that ends up covering him and killing him, but makes him turn more into a snow, and he can morph himself into a snowman, and he ends up being a killer snowman. So as he runs rampant around this town, killing people that are having a snowman competition and going about killing everyone in sight that's driving them nuts. Yeah, it's up to a small town cop and his comrades and son to try to defend the town and save the locals. This is an amusing film. It's a low budget, a horror comedy, and it's a lot of fun. I thought it's a little slow, but for the most part, after you get like the setup and stuff, it's not too bad. The acting's pretty decent in it, and the special effects and stuff does look cheesy and hokey in most of it, but it's a lot of fun. There's still some really good gore effects, and the kills are always fun and amusing to watch. And they don't let up. There's like tons of it in it for like a film that only had a small budget, like under $1 million. They did a really good job with the special effects and stuff. There's even a scene in it where it's sort of like the Men in Black scene where the alien goes into the guy's body. It looks somewhat similar, and then you see this bulge coming out of the guy's neck, and then he coughs up air, and because the killer actually morphed into the guy's body, and that comes out, and it's a snowman. There's a lot of silly jokes mixed into it. Some of them don't land, but some of them do, and it's really amusing, and it's very cheesy and hokey, but it's definitely a lot of fun. It's not meant to be taken seriously, that's for sure. Yeah. I did like the killer and the look of the snowman. I thought it was pretty good, especially when he has his icicle teeth and then it's like eating people. It's the most unrealistic thing, but it's so funny and amusing. And yeah, there's also some other scenes where like they look up, pan up onto the roof, and it was made in California, so you could tell there wasn't very much snow because they have some like felt snow up on the roof and stuff, and you could clearly tell it and stuff. It's amusing and fun, and the way they end up like learning what would defeat him is antifreeze, because the sheriff's son's an idiot and puts antifreeze in his dad's oatmeal to keep him warm so he doesn't freeze, even though he's like 12 and should know that he can't consume that already. Yeah, and they end up making a good little fight scene, even though it's not really realistic, but overall it's just a fun film. There's not much to it. You're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. It's really hokey and cheesy, but really fun, violent, and amusing. It's not really scary or anything like that, but it does have some dark, twisted elements mixed in with it. And yeah, if you're into this type of stuff, you'll probably enjoy it. So I'm gonna give Jack Frost a 3 out of 5. If this sounds like something you're interested in, you want to check it out, I'll link your website down below so you can check it out for free. And also link down below is my Instagram. That's where I always post clips of films and review in the future on my stories at the film title and hashtag, and subgenre film and a hashtag, so you're aware of it. And make sure you check out my Letterbox down below at Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating after watching the films. Follow me on those two platforms. Stay in loop with this channel. Like this video, share some more people aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. And if you have any films or film franchise in any genre that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. And also, if you want me to do the sequel to this, or even the 1998 Jack Frost with that came to theaters and stuff and is really weird, and you want to hear my opinions on that, comment those down below too. I'll try my hardest to find those. Make sure you subscribe. Hopefully, we find something weird and odd that you probably never thought of checking out together, somewhat like this. And also, so you hear my opinions on popular films that are coming out, classic films, and reviews on other things. And don't forget to hit that bell to remind you what I'm posting next, because the next review is we're going into slasher territory, to a Christmassy style slasher called To All a Good Night for the next one. I found it on Shudder. I'm going to check it out tonight, and I'll tell you my opinions on that in the next review. So make sure you tune in for that. Christmas is getting closer. I'm trying to get as many as I can of these reviews so you have tons of stuff to check out. So yeah, but that's it for this one. So watch out for all those killer snowmen taking over the towns, and I guess I'll see you all in the next review. Hopefully it's as entertaining as this one, but we'll see. So till the next one, cheers.